welcome to Creative Futures. Now, when your job is your passion, they say you never work a day in your life. Well, a man from West Hartford seems to fit that category. Let's go ahead and introduce you guys to him. Joining me this morning, we have Healy to tell us all about his ventures. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing well. We are so excited to have you here. It's your first time on TV.
Sure is.
Yeah, so happy for him to experience this. So first up, for folks who are not familiar with what you do, tell us a little bit about your artistic side.
Sure, yeah. I'm a multi-instrumentalist and I play in several different bands all around Connecticut,
Nice.
Collaborating with different musicians and visual artists. And then I also run a record label called Funnybone Records.
How long has that been around?
About 6 years.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
So when did you decide to create the record label? Record label. What went into that?
Sure, yeah. When I graduated from undergrad, I was immersed in the Connecticut music culture and kind of felt like I was noticing some gaps or lacks of platforms that were supporting the arts, and it felt like a good time to try to get my hand in that. I always had a passion for advocating for the arts, so it felt like the right time to try it. Yeah.
That's really awesome that you decided to not just complain about it and talk about what's not available, but you did something to change that.
Sure.
Awesome. Do you have any artists on the label? How many do you have?
Yeah, it's been kind of a revolving door over the years. It started in just like West Hartford base and then grew to Connecticut, and now it's international.
Oh, awesome.
So about 20 artists are on the roster, and they are all truly amazing and a really special group of people.
What kind of genres are we talking about?
Yeah, it's cool. It ranges from all over. It's a real mixed bag of music.
Awesome.
But they all kind of like are around the fringes of any given genre, whether
Yeah.
it's like rock, it's kind of more experimental rock or something like that. Yeah.
Nice, nice. And I think it's really cool when you find someone like a new artist, or we'll say undiscovered to the masses, kind of low key.
Yeah.
And you find out that they're a gem. Their
Yeah.
music is, it bangs, it sounds good, and you're just waiting for them to catch on so everyone else can experience their greatness.
Exactly. and that's the hope with this, is
Yeah.
to just help these emerging artists grow their audiences and their listeners and support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, now you have recently come out with a new album, and we have it on our table here, Spirit Link.
Yeah.
So what was the inspiration behind that?
Sure. Spirit Link is a benefit compilation. I've been doing one for the past 6 years. And the intent is to kind of create interaction between the artists on it, as well as the listeners, as well as the communities that we are in and live among. So we always donate all the profits on the album to different nonprofits in the area. This year's being Hartford Communities That Care.
Awesome.
And they're a really amazing nonprofit who have been serving Hartford residents for about 25 years.
Yeah.
And they do amazing work in crisis response and violence prevention, as well as mental health services and youth leadership development.
Great. That is wonderful. Great music for a great cause.
Yeah.
And I really love that this is on a CD format. We have the discs in here. There's something about a CD, a physical copy, that's just so cool.
I'm
I
all
remember,
about it.
yeah, going through the little booklet back in the day. Yeah.
I'm old-fashioned. I still listen to music on my iPod.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a
Love
big
this.
part of the physicality of it is to also just create the connection, or keep the connection strong between artwork
Yes.
and music. The artists who did that artwork are local artists in the West End named Gabriella Mims and Brian Nagel, and
Oh,
I think they did
awesome.
a spectacular job with the artwork.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Before we head
Absolutely.
out, do you want to let folks know how they can keep up with you? Maybe give them your social handles?
Yeah. We the record label is Funnybone Records. You can just go to our website, funnybonerecords.com. We also are on Instagram, and they can access the album both on streaming services and platforms like Bandcamp, and even stores in the area like Story and Soil.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah.